Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 5th of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2 finale and the introduction of Luke Skywalker in the mix, a lot of fans have been very much hopeful and excited about the future of Star Wars moving ahead. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect about the future of Star Wars is that yes, we do have the Filoni universe, as I like to call it, heavily in development. That, of course, is mainly the Rangers of the New Republic show, the Ahsoka Tano series, the Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, and so on and so forth with that series, the Book of Boba Fett, all working in conjunction with each other to lead to future Star Wars projects and or continuing those projects in a different way for the fans to actually witness. Now, everything related to Jon Favreau. This guy is really a hard-working guy. He really knows what he's doing because not only is he a passionate Star Wars fan, but he is a very talented creator. Let's not forget that Favreau knows the fans, he knows his audience, he knows exactly why fans love Star Wars and exactly what makes Star Wars so great. It's a main reason as to why The Mandalorian has that nice classic tone and feeling, how it's very true to the overall treatment by George Lucas, because Jon Favreau just knows exactly what the fans actually need and want to see on the, Disney Plus platform. So with that being said, of course, what's really exciting is what Jon Favreau had to say to the fans recently is that now that The Mandalorian Season 3 is currently in development and moving along smoothly, the fans have been very excited and curious about the future of Star Wars on Disney Plus and more. Now, it's described, however, that in a recent interview, creator Jon Favreau took part in an interview where he spoke to the fans, stating that he and Dave are very proud of the fan feedback over Luke Skywalker and that he, as a fan, grew up loving this character throughout the 80s. Jon Favreau goes on to say that he and Dave Filoni at first were very scared and hesitant on including Luke in The Mandalorian, believing that maybe they would not be able to pull it off and that they realize now that they did exactly just that to please the fans. Now, Jon Favreau also includes that he and Dave Filoni were so moved by the fans' reactions that even it made them very teary-eyed, since Luke is very much a fan-favorite character in the Skywalker saga movies, and that they are nowhere near done with Luke just yet, and that the fans are in for some big surprises to say the least. So, let's just stop here for 1 second. Now, the thing about Jon Favreau, right there, you could tell that he's a passionate fan, alright? There's living proof of this. You can watch his earlier films where he makes several references to Star Wars. In fact, if you go all the way back to a movie called Swingers, he really does make, a couple of references to Star Wars. And I think that obviously the fact that we have Favreau and Filoni working together, you have the true protege of George Lucas on one end, Dave Filoni, and then on the other end, you have a guy that has a true talent, and that talent really takes after George Lucas, and combining that, you can see exactly what kind of powerful force that we have within the Star Wars franchise right now. John and Dave are the true saviors of the franchise. There is no doubt about this. A lot of fans would like to call Dave Filoni Obi-Wan Filoni. A lot of fans are very passionate about, what's going into Star Wars overall. They're very much excited about what's happening with the future of Star Wars, such as with the Ahsoka Tano series, the Kenobi show, which, by the way, is going to be a big deal. That's going to be the battle of a century between Vader and Kenobi, as Ewan McGregor said a couple of weeks ago. So looking forward to that as well. Jon Favreau being a fan since the 80s over Luke Skywalker, guys, it just screams volumes here that Jon Favreau really cares about Luke. He cares about the fans, and that's why Jon Favreau comes off as so authentic, so real to the fans, and why his voice really matters to the overall Star Wars fandom. So Jon Favreau knows what he is doing. He's not, messing around with Star Wars. He is going to do everything in his power to really bring it back to the way it was pre-2012, before when Disney took over Lucasfilm, and before when Kathleen Kennedy, took over as president of Lucasfilm. So make no mistake, Jon Favreau is on a mission. He's on a relentless mission to make sure that Star Wars can thrive and succeed just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe did. And he's a guy that also started the MCU with Iron Man 1 back in 2008. So it is quite surreal, the fact that we have Jon Favreau, a man who created 2 different franchises now, bringing it, on its feet. So, like I said, guys, I mean, Jon Favreau, is pretty much really taking up the legacy of George Lucas. That's the best way to really put it. He's really keeping George Lucas's legacy alive instead of destroying it. So yeah, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon,